Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see my cuz was the first one in this morning. Good morning, cuz. And then came Matt from Grafted Branch. Good to see you, Matt. And Christopher from the Dinosaur Omelet. And Angela. And Andy Rabbit. Oh, Andy was first, but she didn't stay in, so I don't know what time she did that. Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and you can share this out so we can get other people come in. Andy, how many kits do you have now? Oh, okay, that was yesterday you gave the first like. Now, let's see, the weather here is conditions are foggy. It doesn't look foggy to me, but they say it is. Temperature 69. The wind is blowing from the north northeast at 4 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 87%. You have okay, at least you have 4 kits. And let's see what the weather is in Pennsylvania. Weather in Pequa conditions are rain with a temperature of 71. You're north of me and you're warmer than me. The wind is blowing from the west at 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 95%. Yeah, it's kind of cloudy and yuck looking out here. It sprinkled some earlier. Well, Matt, I figured you would like that since you love the Egyptian walking onions. When I see something that I think is made for somebody that I know, that I'm going to have to send it to them. Okay, now I'm going to have to do something here to get ready for what I was going to do. Okay. And Matt's weather for Albuquerque is conditions are sunny with temperature 72. The wind is blowing from the north at 8 miles per hour. The current humidity is 32%. I'm trying to get to some of the photos I've taken. I haven't made into video yet. You and Casey getting ready to go for another ride this morning? That's great. And Steve wants to know if it's going to be at a hot air balloon. Oh, and Andy's weather is West Plains is condition of rain with temperature 67. The wind is blowing from the south southeast at 9 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 96%. Okay, do you guys see this plant? Can anybody guess what this plant is? Give you a minute to see if anybody says anything. No, it's not kale. It's wild. No, it's not curly dock. No, it's not chicory. Okay. This plant is likely Canadian thistle, or creeping thistle, or field thistle, or California thistle, is what they call it. Chicory has blue flowers on it, Christopher. Now let me see what the next one is. Okay. Now, do you know what this one is? Andy, you should know what it is. This plant is about 2 feet away from the other plant. No, that's not milk thistle. Okay, Christopher, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is since you said it's one you've seen, but you don't know what it is. This is curly dock. Yeah, it's curly dock, cuz. And what it's good for is a versatile plant to use culinary. In other words, you eat it in medicine. Its leaves and roots are edible, offering a mild, slightly lemony flavor. The plant's been traditionally used for constipation, skin issues, and liver congestion. It's also a good source of vitamin C and can be used as a thickener in soups and stews. The root is believed to help purify the blood and cleanse the systems. And historically, curly dock has been used for iron deficiency, anemia, digestive issues, and some respiratory conditions. Now, the part you can eat is you use the leaves that you can cook and eat like spinach, use it in salads, or add it to soups and stews. The leaves can be used as a thickener in soups and stews. The seed flour the seeds can be ground into a flour for baking or used as a substitute for other grains. You can also roast the seeds as a coffee substitute, and the leaves can be made into kale chip. My Yeah, it's edible, Steve. My plant identification skills are pretty bad. Maybe if you put a picture of a potato, I'd be able to guess. Okay, let me see what next one is. Uh, Good morning, PJ. Now, let me double check what this one is. This is a type of a wild geranium, like a Carolina geranium. Yeah, these are all growing wild. These are all where people are not, yeah, doing anything with. Let me see what else. Or a Carolina cranesbill. And let's see. Let me find because they say it's used medicinally. It's good for gastrointestinal issues, wounds, and infections. The plant's extract is also used in skincare products for moisturizing and anti-aging process. Its astringent and antiseptic properties have been used to treat open sores, cuts, and other wounds. Funny official, you're moving on Wednesday. Congratulations. So you got the job transfer and everything. Everybody's telling you congratulations. You start the new job on the 16th. That is so cool. That is Monday. No, a week from Monday. PJ, I'm so excited for you. That is so very cool. Look who wants to say hello this morning. That is so great, PJ. Um, and Matt says, "Good morning, Lucy," and so does PJ. What you want? I know, you know I'm up here every Saturday morning. Yes, Katie. And good morning, Katie. And she is a pretty girl. She's pretty dang ornery and pretty dang apt to stay that way. Thank you, Matt, for reminding everybody to put a thumbs up. Okay. Now she's going to go lay down. Okay, now let me see. What else do I got here? Okay, I'm getting the next one up. Oh, PJ's weather for her current area is conditions are rain with a temperature of 63. The wind is blowing from the north at 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 95%. And this is where she's going, I suppose. For Pamlico, sunny and temperature 85, and the wind is blowing from the west southwest at 11 miles per hour. The current humidity is 68%. Wow. Okay, here's another one for you guys. Footage run already. Always have a busy Saturday. Picking up grain from the mill, dropping off critters. That's cool. Nope, it's not dandelion. It's not dandelion. You have a blessed day, Christopher and Angela. Oh, the plant that Matt thought was mullein was black-eyed Susan's. What kind of duck? You're close, Katie. It is a duck. This is bitter duck. It's used as herbal medicine and food preparation. The leaves are used to soothe nettle stings and other skin irritations, while the roots are used for internal remedies like liver and skin issues. Young leaves are also edible and can be added to salads or cooked as a vegetable. And the seeds have been used to treat coughs, colds, and bronchitis. The young leaves are edible in raw salads, sandwiches, and wraps. The mature leaves are tougher and more bitter and can be cooked like spinach or parboiled and used in stuffed leaf recipes. In other words, in place of grape leaves and stuff. The seeds can be ground into a flour or used raw or cooked. Bitter dots can be an effective laxative. The roots can be used to create a yellow colorant for your hair. A tincture is made from the leaves is sometimes used to treat menopause problems. Well, Andy, now you know what it's used for, and all you got to do, I'm going to tell you a little trick. You take a picture of it and store it up in your Google folder. And then when you go back and look at it, you can right click on it and use Google Lens to see what it is. You got it right there, Matt. Because cheese and peanut butter are constipations, but bitter dock can be a laxative. Oh, another thing is, you guys, I found 2 mulberry trees. So 2 mornings I spent picking mulberries. Okay, it's not that one. Try looking for another one to show you guys. Okay, here's one you guys are gonna love. Good morning, Sue from the Bud Files. Okay, who knows what this is? Good morning, Al. Yeah, Katie, I've got mulberry tree in a one's I can't pick from because it's on somebody's front yard, and the other one I've been picking from. You got it right, Andy. The exact name for it is prickly lettuce. Well, thank you very much, Uncle Al. I appreciate that. And most people know what wild lettuce is for. Just be careful because that white sap can either be your friend or make you know a part of yourself you don't know. Okay. Now, prickly lettuce, be careful if you're using it. You can use it for pain and sedative effect. Can offer mild pain relief like ibuprofen to help with headaches, muscle pain, and joint aches. Sleep, it's been used as a sleep aid, anxiety reduction, respiratory health, digestive, and antioxidant properties. So that's what they say about it. So that is just an idea of what's my next video is going to be containing. And I do know where some wood sorrel is. That's great, Al. You do a lot of work with the church, I've noticed. But I need to take a little sheet out because those limbs are a little high for me to reach. Take a sheet down and shake some branches of the mulberry tree to get the ripe ones out. You're very welcome. Now I'm going to show you something that I haven't shown most people don't know about. I have to be able to get in and get it. I need to put this in a different area. You see this can? My daughter's seen this and brought it down to show her son. She open it up if I can get it open. Oh, it smells so good in here. She goes, "This is Mom's medicine cabinet." I have some myrrh. Myrrh salve is really good. Juniper berries, burdock powder, blood purifier, elderberry flowers, prickly ash bark. And what I do is somebody comes to me and they need a remedy. I usually dump this out and let my hand guide me to what I need. And then I would look up after I have a blessed day, Al. After I make the tea the person needs, um, they would drink that. Then I would look and see what all that they say it's good for. And I've always done good at finding the right medicine by letting my instincts tell me. Because when I go to um, Health Food Unlimited and get the bulk herbs, I let my instinct guide me to what I'll need. You have a blessed day, Al. And that's not the only herbal container. I got another herbal container over here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have some beeswax in here so that I can make some salves and that. See, and I do have vervain. Burdock root. Oh no, Lucy's sick. Okay, white willow bark, which is a pain reliever like aspirin. Boy, am I sick. Oh, euthanasia. dandelion root, juniper berries. Wait a minute. Oh, these are elderberries and juniper berries. Some of these are so small I can't read it for sure. Bloodroot, right there. But I guess my wax isn't in this one, so it's probably in the other one. Ah, here it is. Beeswax bees. I need to get that out so I can make some salves. Good morning, Amy. Like I say, you can either harvest your own herbs or you can buy them at a place like in bulk from like Health Food Unlimited. And Lucy's cleaning up her mess. She says she doesn't want to give up that meatloaf. Well, Andy, you know what you can do? Now, the flowers have medicinal benefits too, besides the berries. You can eat them, and they're also good for colds and flu, sinus infections, constipation, irritated skin. It's good for skin health and traditionally used for relief from fevers, respiratory problems, inflammation related to conditions like arthritis and nerve pain. The flowers are also thought to have diuretic properties, potentially helping with conditions like edema. However, it's important to note that many of these traditional uses have limited scientific evidence. But you can make drinks from the elderflowers and desserts and in salads and even making wine or champagnes. And of course, with all herbal remedies, you should check with a doctor to make sure it doesn't do anything with that. I don't blame you, Amy. And you can't get the dead nettle past the rabbits. They think it's ambrosia. Yeah, it's good. You know, it's also good for you. You can eat it too. Dead nettle, especially the purple and the white dead nettle, have a variety of uses. Traditional medicine. It's a good food source. The purple dead nettle is astringent, diuretic, and anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, making it useful for wound care, skin irritations, even tea for digestive issues or seasonal allergies. It can be used in cooking as a garnish or added to salads. And the white dead nettle is used for heavy menstrual. That is good. But you can harvest some of your flowers and harvest them too. Even mulberries have health benefits to them. That's white mulberries. But it can help with the cholesterol, digestion, antioxidants. It may improve heart health, boost the immune system. Mulberries and their leaves have been used for traditional Chinese medicines, including diabetes, cough, and fever. Good morning, Howie. Not to forage, not so good to forage, grow food, live, fish, golf, as it's so toxic. 126% more likely to have Parkinson's if you live within 1 mile of golf course, aerosol, weed, and pest chemicals. Yeah, but see, that's why you have to be very careful where you forage from. You got to know what's going on around you. Guys, pardon me for a minute. I got to take care of this problem here. I agree with you, Howie. You always have to be careful. But if it's on your own property and you are foraging around your property, unless you live in a city lot, you can pretty much know what's around your area and know how safe. Have a blessed day, Howie. As by the plants I don't pick down Main Street here, even though the ones I'm showing you is on Main Street. But if in a bad case scenario, you eat what you can eat and you use what you can use, everybody's gotten quiet now. But we still have 8 in here, so that's good. But right now, I'm going to go and get some more coffee because my cup is empty. Oh, thank you, Lucy. She moved out of my way without me having to ask her. Okay. That's a good idea, Andy. See, if you were closer, I would freeze dry them for you. So you wouldn't lose any of the nutritional. Why did this one get left out? Usually when I leave something out accidentally. White willow. Okay, that's because I'm getting a headache. That would be a good idea, in my opinion, Andy, is to put that in the fire cider. But this here I'm going to be using to make some salve with. I got the coconut oil I want, and I've got the beeswax beads. That's easy for melting. And I'll probably first thing I'll probably do is go over by the river and pick some plantain. That's true, Andy. It may double the drying time, and then you still have to be careful about flies getting around it and stuff. Amy, don't ever be apologetic. And having a book on regenerative soil is very good. Are you feeling better now, Lucy? Now, anything else? Anything exciting happened to everybody else? Good morning, Aaron. You're in Florida today? Good morning, Mike. Aaron said Louisiana wasn't hot enough. He had to go to Florida. That is great. It's just when you have to worry about gnats. But I have the Excalibur too, and it's pretty enclosed, pretty good. Yeah, Mike, you're just north of me if I'm not mistaken. Are you drinking willow bark tea? Maybe a little wild lettuce? Ah, Quell Business Road Trip. Okay. Yeah, it's got 6 shelves, I think it is, that you can hydrate at the time. Oh boy. Oh, yours are the 9 trays. Mine, okay, mine isn't Excalibur. Mine's audio, whatever. It's AUODGDNT. And I have to, let me count the shelves, how many shelves it has in it. I'm thinking 6, but it probably has more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6. Mine has 6 shelves. I don't need anything bigger because I don't have a lot of things to put in it at once. That is great. As you get one, maybe I'll try. I need a new hydrator for my teas this year. Oh, you are so lucky. You're up to your knees in strawberries. Yeah, freeze dryers are best. But when it comes to herbs, sometimes dehydrator is best because a freeze dryer, when you pull some of the herbs out, it's just the moisture in the air revives them real quick. There you go, Aaron. Amy didn't know quail went to the beach. Well, mine is not. I got the other one. I'm going to spell out what it says. Let me see. I know. And that other one that I pointed to you before and said that that might be wild lettuce too, that was the curly dock. And the other one was, let me double check here. I'm trying to find it again. It's Canadian thistle. You guys, I'm gonna have to do the camera. I have to clean up a mess. You can't eat stuff that's making you sick, Lucy. Oh boy, this is a big mess. I can't get mad at her for getting sick. Oh boy, Lucy, this is not good. After this live stream, I'm gonna have to take that garbage can out. Mommy, sorry you're sick, baby. I gotta go wash my hands. It's okay, baby. Okay, now I'm back at the computer. Hey, Drunken Chef. Good to see you. And thank you for the thumbs up. That's great, Mike. You added chives and basil to your garden yesterday? Amy, on those, I really don't like to use because they don't have air circulating. Whereas the big square one I have that has 6 shelves in it, it has a fan where it circulates the air. It's just like an incubator, you know? Both have their advantage. Both cells have different advantages, but I'd stay with the air circulating one. Yeah, Aaron, I can understand that your humidity. And you would have the same problem with a freeze dryer. You have to really pack things up quick so that humidity doesn't get into the freeze dried foods. That is cool. Beautiful stinky bouquet. Yeah, Matt, you're a perfect area that you can just hang your herbs up to dry because you have so little humidity. Yeah. You have a blessed day, Mike, and have fun. Yeah, that's what mine was listed as a commercial style, but it isn't big. I got small. But my nasturtiums are doing great. My porridge is doing great. My sweet potato slips are doing great. Oh, Aaron says he does a bit of whole quail in the dehydrator. Do you season it, Aaron? That's one thing about a dehydrator. They do cook. And Matt wants to know what you use the dehydrated quail for, whole quail for. Oh, for pet consumption? I'd say take some breast and use it for and dehydrate it, Aaron, for jerky, quail jerky. Yeah, that's exactly what Matt needs because he could put his solar dehydrator on his property. No, I didn't see Papa's solar dehydrator at QuailCon. Oh, Papa did buy a freeze dryer. and he's having fun with it. Cool. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah. He's also got a dehydrator now. That's right, Andy. He couldn't talk me out of mine. When he helped me move it, I told him for $1,000 he could have it, and he didn't want to spend $1,000, so they ended up getting him a new one. They all went together and got him one. I think it was for Christmas. You have a blessed day, and be careful on that bike ride. And yeah, we'll see everybody on Aaron's live stream tonight. Good morning, Joseph. We did some herbal talk in the first hour. Oh, no live stream for Aaron tonight because he won't be home till tomorrow morning. Okay, because he's in Florida. So be safe on your trip, Aaron. Just like Matt said. Have a blessed day, Matt. There's Andy's tip for the day is dehydrated tomato chips. So good. The day you say this tomato will be bad tomorrow, you slice it up thin and put it in dehydrator. Such a good, tasty snack treat. See, I like doing it in the freeze dryer. That way it tastes like you just picked it when you bite into it. Now, in the freeze dryer, you slice up eggplant and a few of the other vegetables, and they make the best cracker substitutes. Even sliced tomatoes. Yep, there you go. Amy purees the tomatoes, add pink salt, Parmesan cheese, and dried basil and oregano. It's like a savory fruit roll up. That sounds good. Have a blessed day, Erin. Andy's granddaughter once ate a half-gallon jar full of them in a week, but I would babysit her during the days. Oh, that is cool, Amy. Good luck and happy hatching. Well, I tell you, Andy, at 3 years old, those tomato chips are a heck of a lot better than fish crackers for a 3-year-old. Now, how long is the incubation for peafowl eggs? Maybe that's what I gotta find my trays for those. Um, for my freeze dryer to make leathers out of. I can make some fruit leathers. Yeah, because as soon as they don't take very long to dehydrate, so I won't have any tomatoes growing. I'm gonna have to figure out a Saturday to go to the farmer's market, even though it's a big pain for me, very high anxiety. And Steve says he thinks it takes 30 days for peafowl. 28 to 30 days, it says. That is great, Andy. Oh, that sounds like that's the same things emus do. It's the males that sit on emus' eggs too, and they don't eat when they're on the eggs. Go ahead and drop their link, Steve. We don't know, cuz. What were you thinking? Because Google says it's the peahen or foster mother sit on the eggs almost constantly during the incubation period. A male pigeon sits on their eggs. Now, see, in the bird kingdom, the males have more to do with birthing than the females do. The females lay the eggs, the male do all the rest. Emus take 50 to 60 days. And you get that on White House on the Hill. Yeah, emu takes about 60 days. Egg set May 9th, 28 to 30 days at 60% humidity. Lockdown June 14th through 16th, hatching after 6/18. Some eggs are a little younger than the others. We went on an egg hunt to gather them, and then he found more. Cool. Amy says peacocks are crazy. One egg on top of the SUV, one in the bed of a truck, and a pseudo nest in the dump bed of a side by side. That is comical. You know, Amy, where there's a will, there's a way, and they gotta lay where they think it's safe, no matter what you think. Now, I'll be right back. I gotta take care of a call you can't refuse. Poor Lucy, she's laying in her cave now, totally embarrassed for getting sick on the floor. And I cleaned it up before she could clean it up because I didn't need it to go through again. So we have 9 people in here. Does there anybody else have anything going on? The longer the incubation, the more that can go wrong. That's why I love hatching the bumblebees, which is quail. What I think is so cool about quail is at 8 weeks, you can go from an egg to new eggs. Your muscovies take about 35 days and it feels like forever. Oh boy. Peacocks don't lay until they're 2 years old. See about muscovies. See what happened. I had accidentally hit the mute button. Can you hear me now? Still no sound? Okay, C's got sound. We have trees losing limbs here and there, and I don't want it to where it could be crushed. Yeah, I can understand. Thank you, Steve. And Joseph says, Amy, that is no lie. It's been an adventure. Joseph, did you throw them a party or did they have a party with just their friends? Because at 17, it's gonna be very different. You got that right, because even when they're adults, you still worry about them. And Joseph said, we threw them a party. That is wonderful. And Amy says she don't have kids, so she raises everything else. And all their friends came. That is cool. Andy says, if I built a greenhouse out of windows, I think I would put hardware cloth on the roof so that hopefully things will bounce as it instead of it breaking the glass before it breaks the glass. That sounds like a good idea, Amy. Yes, Andy probably just the sides out of windows and the polycarbonated roof. Yeah, Miss Goby's like about 9 months old. And duck drama is real. Well, here what they said is Miss Goby's laying eggs at around 6 to 7 months of age. And they may continue laying for 3 years or more, depending on how high their protein is. Did you guys lose sound again? Oh, wow, Joseph, that is wonderful. Smoked brisket and pulled pork. Okay, sounds still good. Because Amy says she just lost sound. It could be, Amy could be further back in the stream. Amy said, I mean, Andy says the guy next door to me uses his old windows to make one near a black walnut tree. I told him I was afraid of a walnut falling on it and suggested hardware cloth. He said, no, it's far enough away. That fall, it broke them windows. C says he did it once. He was 10 minutes behind one time. Oh boy. So he ended up buying money for it, paying money for a greenhouse from Harbor Freight. Well, he didn't want to hear your advice, Andy, so he had to learn from experience. That's what my daughter told me. She goes, Mom, she goes, you used to tell me those stories of what not to do and why not. And she goes, and I listened, but sometimes you just have to find out for yourself. Men aren't the only ones like that. There are some women that are the same way. They won't take advice from other women. If a man says something different than another woman, even though the other woman is right, nope, they don't want to hear it. I used to have a used appliance store many years ago, and my biggest prejudice that I suffered under was from other women. They thought a man was coming to repair their appliances. And there are some people that think they know everything and don't want to take advice from anybody. And the hardest challenge you have, Andy, is when life proves you right, is not to say, I told you so. Just a soft smile is all you need. Well, it's getting close to time for us to head out. We got about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna hide behind the camera for a few. Yeah, just say interesting. Yep, that's a good one. Sometimes just a smile or twinkle in your eye is enough because you know and that's all that matters. And they know you know. So people walking by. Yeah, the guy on a bike and he's pedaling right beside a woman. You know, if people ask me questions, that's one thing. Then I'll answer them. But if they're doing something I say is wrong, I would say, if it was me, I would such and such and so and so. Oh, when they ask, see, that's when you say, if it was me, I would, and then go on with the advice you'd give. But that way it gives them time to chew it over in their mind. So, Joseph, are those twins juniors or seniors in high school now? See, when I graduated, I was, oh, about a few days before I turned 18. My birthday was in May. I think our graduation was May 5th, and I turned 18 May 11th. Oh, I know it's summer vacation now. So they'll probably be seniors next year. Oh, I think Joseph left. That's right. No, he didn't leave. Oh, so you graduated early, cuz. just like my youngest daughter did. My belated husband, uh, went into the Marines before he turned 18 because they came to the school to draft a bunch of guys and promised them that they would get their GED and everything when they got out. My husband ended up, while he was in Korea, ended up teaching himself how to read. He didn't even know how to read in school. And that was Detroit City Schools back then. And Amy, I'm still working on those quail eggs you gave me. I'll have to give Lucy a couple of them a little later today. She hasn't been eating very many of them because I've been cooking with them and everything. I still have to get the vacuum problem fixed in my freeze dryer. And I'll have to make that. I have to have it done before next Saturday. Things, yep. So you can pester me on Facebook because they asked me if I done it yet. Pester me to get it done. It's so easy to be in that procrastination mode that you find everything else to do but what you should be doing. I know. That's the Swanson side of us. Well, it's time for me to head out so I can take Lucy out for her walk. So everybody have a blessed day and enjoy the summer and enjoy the fruits of your labors.